Hi there, I am Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG 2012 Spring Championships on day one in Anaheim, California with Greg Fields, otherwise known as EG.IdrA. How are you doing today?
Kind of tired. The whole having two tournaments in one tournament thing was not very smart. They're having terrible scheduling issues. Like, no one knows what's going on. We're here at like midnight right now, and I might have to play 2 more matches, but we're not really sure, so kind of frustrated.
Do you feel like your performance is going to drop playing later on, or are you pretty used to staying up late?
No, actually, I've never had to stay that late at MLG because I've never had to play all the way through the open bracket, so this is kind of a first. I definitely played worse versus Kawhi, but that was mainly because I was just sitting around the entire time. I wasn't warmed up. I was just kind of out of it. But yeah, it's definitely a lot harder to play like this when there's lots of downtime.
Well, there's a lot going on here. We have League of Legends being loud. I mean, usually we're kind of the last game here, but we still have lots of people here for League of Legends. There's booths open. There's Heart of the Swarm over there. There's tons of people for a day one. How does that make you feel in terms of energy? Is it exciting or a bit overwhelming?
It is not overwhelming. It would be exciting, except the scheduling is actually just so bad. It doesn't really compensate for it. Like, we sat around for 3 hours, being told a match would be every hour, and then being told it was being delayed and everything. So just kind of out of it in general.
How do you feel confidence-wise in terms of your performance in this tournament?
For WCS, I felt really good. I still feel pretty good. I lost the vibe, but they were kind of silly games. ZVZ has some variance in it. I still think I have a really good chance to win the whole tournament. And then for MLG, I don't know. Like, no one can go into an MLG saying they're the favorite to win right now. Even someone like Symbol, who's on a ridiculous hot streak. He's like 9-0 in Pro League or something silly. He came and he went 0-2-0-2 or 1-2-1-0-2, something like that. He lost to Dream and Marine King, and they're not bad players. But I mean, Dream, no one's ever heard of him. So anyone can come in and lose. But like I said, I feel like I'm playing well, so we'll see.
Do you know who you play next, like tomorrow and onward?
Maybe. In MLG, I play Axlav and then JYP. Winner of me versus JYP goes up to groups, which is the same situation we had in Columbus. So that kind of sucks. And then for WCS, no one has any idea what's going on. I think I'm in losers 7 or 6. I have no idea.
And going into a team kill situation is obviously always hard, but you know your teammate JYP. Does that give you a good place to start from in terms of strategy, or is it more just you both know each other, so you're on an equal playing field anyway?
We haven't played a ton recently because he's been in Korea, so the latency. I think my play has developed more than his because he's been focusing a lot on PvT. So I guess that gives me a bit of an upper hand. But he's a very diverse player. He can play 2-base all-ins. He can sit back in macro. He can play a bunch of different 2-base all-ins. So I don't think it's really going to matter that much. Not too many mind games going into it.
There are a lot of people on the EG roster, and a lot of you are here. Does it help having so many teammates to kind of rely on?
Yeah, it's nice. I think LZ Gamer played Kawhi Rice earlier in WCS, and then I had to play him. So he warned me about a couple of different builds he was doing. Everyone just looks out for each other. If we have to play someone else, like if someone else has already played them, then we go to each other for advice and just general advice. And if anyone needs help with anything, we go off to get food together, get water. It's very, very supportive and very nice to have.
You've been to quite a few MLGs now. How does this one measure up, and how do you feel looking back over the amount of times you've been to an MLG?
Honestly, the scheduling problems are just so bad, it's kind of like overshadowing everything else for me. It seems great. The production setup's nice. They have the second row of monitors, which helps the viewing experience a lot, I think. That's the biggest change I see. It seems like it's been a great show, but I've just been kind of isolated from it, dealing with the WCS stuff. So,
have you had a chance to play Heart of the Swarm yet?
No, I haven't. We've been actually doing this all day. They played one video of Heart of the Swarm up on the main stage. It looked pretty silly. It seems like they just gave silly, overpowered stuff to every race, and then eventually they're going to tone it down. So it looked fun, but silly.
Are you looking forward to the release, or kind of feeling like, you don't care?
I think I'm looking forward to it. It's good for the scene, the community, esports. It'll bring in a lot of new attention, a lot of new players. It's going to kind of revitalize the game, I think. Maybe make some changes. Hopefully, make the game more fun, more balanced. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
So speaking of attention, as we've been speaking, there's of course a huge crowd gathered to talk to you and hopefully get your autograph. How has fan interaction been for you? Is it uplifting for you?
Pretty much as normal. I don't know about uplifting. It sounds kind of jaded. Well, it is kind of jaded, but we've been doing this for a year and a half or so at least with big audience, big enthusiastic fan bases. So it's awesome that they exist. Like, we can't have esports without them, but it's not like the shock of, oh my God, I have fans. This person wants a picture with me anymore. It's just kind of what we do at these tournaments.
Do you have any messages for them if they want to support you this weekend? Anything they can do or ways they can cheer?
Just watch all my matches, watch all the other matches at MLG. Cheer for me via Twitter at EG.IdrA. Just watch and cheer for me.
And if they want to find you outside the tournament, watch your stream, do other things to support you, where can they find you?
The best way is to follow me on Twitter at IdrA. My stream is IdrA.tv, but pretty much everything I do gets advertised via Twitter, so that's like the all-access thing to IdrA.
All right, and before we sign off and let you get to either your fans or some more games, do you have any shout-outs, thank yous you want to give?
Yep, I'd like to thank EG and all our sponsors, Intel SteelSeries, Monster, Kingston HyperX, Beyond Gaming, Sapphire. I think I added one there. And then all the other ones on our logo, are on our jersey. Also, thank you to everyone watching the tournament. I'm sorry, it's midnight. I'm very tired. I can't talk anymore. Thank you all.
I agree with you, and I personally would like to thank Kingston HyperX bringing me out to tournaments like this and allowing me to bring you excellent coverage. Thanks again, Greg, and have a great night.
Thank you.